Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record, brought to you by Ill Remedy Studios. I'm your host, Os1, and you are who?
Jroze.
That's right. The abominable Jroze in the building.
Yeah.
Definitely bringing us some beautifulness tonight. Tell us where you're from. Tell us the whole story. Where you from? Where you at? What you doing?
From Whittier, California, CA. Rapping, doing hip hop. What else?
How long you been rapping?
For 20 years.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I hit 24 years not that long ago, man. It's crazy.
It's kind of weird to put the two, double it up. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, definitely. I remember 10 years. I was like, man, this ain't nothing. Then
yeah.
That's what's up. So tell us, how did you start? How did you start rapping? What got you into MCing and all of that?
I don't even know. I was finding myself doing bubble letters in school, in 6th, 7th grade, the little 6th into 7th grade, doing bubble letters for my friends, just regular their name. And then I was like, this is not enough. I just started fiending for it. So I kept going and started transforming from letters into I used to record tapes, play it back, forward and rewind to memorize lyrics. So I was just memorizing lyrics. And then my brother's best friend, Roy, rest in peace, he was a dope ass b-boy, and I saw him freestyle for the first time in front of me. I'm like, what? I never seen that before. You actually freestyle. That's dope. And he just inspired me. Then all of a sudden, I was just rapping.
Well, okay, so
writing my own lyrics and wanting to get to the point where I could freestyle. So a lot of my freestyles in homage to him, because I freestyle a lot. So it's
that's what's up. Definitely, family, rest in peace to your man there. But so really, you started somewhere, and let's take it all the way back. What got you into hip hop? Because you're talking about bubble letters. We're gonna touch on the graph stuff. We know you beat girl too. I mean, I don't know. You got so much stuff to talk about. But let's start. What got you into hip hop? What started you?
I was born into hip hop. I was born in '84, so I was born in the year of Beat Street, Wild Style, just people doing the worm outside in the pad, and I don't know. My older brother, he used to play a bunch of 12 inches, so he would play EPMD, Kool Moe Dee, Bob Marley, NWA, everything. And I just remember him bumping out loud, so loud he would just bump, "Fuck the police."
I think we all did
that kind of stays with you.
Definitely.
I grew up with hip hop, and then it's just always been relevant, prevalent in my life, along with soul music and rock and roll, all that, a lot of man, that's a whole nother story, the Beatles and Janet Jackson,
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, that's a long story right there.
The Beach Boys, California, represent.
Hey, CA all motherfucking day, right?
Yes, so,
right.
Good music and stuff. And then hip-hop just was always, spinning in my life, whether it was, 93 Till, Cypress Hill, Karis One. I was just stealing, I shouldn't even be talking about myself because I'm just going to talk about my brothers. I would just steal their CDs, and they probably wonder what happened to that CD though.
Look,
I'm sure they know.
I stole one first tape from my older brother too. I definitely, AC alone, all balls don't bounce. I jack from my older brother. That's how it goes, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm not promoting stealing music, but
even though we probably all have done it. Anyway,
so many times.
The graph side of things. I mean, we know you MC. So talk about how did you get into write letters? You're talking about bubble lettering for your friends, but what got you into hitting the walls up, doing more than just these letters and all that?
What got me into it? Shit. Yeah, so I was really into graffiti magazines, and I would just trip the fuck out. It just looks so beautiful. So I think the artistic craft, the nature of making something beautiful on a raw texture was just so dope to me. And then we'd go, we'd take this little, in Whittier, this is when I was in high school, Whittier, I moved from Bell Gardens to Whittier. And then we were walking back home, and we'd take different routes. And then we were walking by a route with a long wall down the old school train tracks. So they're not train tracks anymore, but they were. And I don't know, I just I started seeing pieces more in front of me. And then I was I don't know, I just had this rush to grab some cans and I could do that. If I could do it on paper, I could do it on wall. And I made my homegirl roll with me. And then I was doing graph and stuff. And then, it was just, I remember my first time doing graph and painting, like actually busting like a piece was in Whittier, like on the train tracks.
Word.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't. They forget about the graph writing part of it. You know, a lot of people they just hear just the music and the beats and all that, but they forget about the b-boy and the b-girls,
the hip hop,
the fucking,
essence. Yes.
The culture. It's everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell us about how you started. How did you start getting into dance and b-girling?
So exactly, like everything was presented to me as hip hop. Like when I went to my first ever hip hop show, it was at the Spot in Uptown Whittier, and it was like a church. And then this dude on the corner was like, in a cypher with his guitarist, and he was freestyling. And then I remember seeing him. I was walking up there with my parents, and it was my first time ever vocalizing my raps. Was like in this dude's cypher, like he was going. I was like, this dude needs someone to rap with, and then I just started busting. He's like, what? You rap? You definitely need to come to the Spot. My parents were like, what? All right. They're like, it's at a church. They're like, all right, cool. And then I was like, this better not be like no church. Huh?
Perpetrated.
Perpetrated. I'm not big on churches unless there's like music and stuff. So it's like, this better not be no church. I'm like, hip hop church. It's like, I'm going. So I go to this the Spot. It was nothing like you would think. It was like, all hip hop. It was like a stage and a DJ. There was b-boys there in the cypher on linoleum, and then there was another room. So you go into the next room, and they had a stage for the performers. So I seen like LA Symphony Rock, and I was like, what is this? This is hip hop at its finest. And it was like such a beautiful time. And then outside, I seen the b-boys busting, so I used to see that like in the street, like at Enfant Story Street where I grew up. I used to see like in Bell Gardens, like people doing the worm and dancing and stuff. So then I started seeing it in the clubs too, people b-boying and dancing. And then when I seen people, at the Spot busting, I was like, oh what? So I hit up the homie Ronnie Ruin. I didn't know he was Ronnie Ruin at the time, and I'm like, yo, can you teach me how to do something? He's like, what do you want to learn? I was like, I don't know. He's like, I'll teach you a 6-step. That's the foundation of b-boying. I was like, dope. So he taught me first. There's this other one, like a 3-step. He's like, can you do this? I was like, all right. And I did it. He's like, yeah, all right. So this is a 6-step. I was like, damn. Just totally twisted and turned. So just to be able to experience it in the life cycle is dope. So I learned how to b-boy and stuff, and like give nothing but respect to like b-boys and b-girls, because that's like a hard ass art form.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like Shaolin.
Yeah, there was definitely a point when I was like, I'm not. This b-boying is not for me. A little too big to be flipping in the air and doing all that.
You'd
right?
be surprised.
I know. I mean, seeing, but it is what it is. But it's awesome to hear your story, man. Talking about how all these different pieces come together to have what we have here. I mean, I definitely know you as one of the dopest MCs. Period. Fuck all that female MC shit. Like the dopest MCs I know. Period. And definitely with the can too and all that. So, when's the last time you even got a chance to throw up or even put some up on the wall?
Oh shit, it's been a minute. I've just kind of been in like I transform a lot. So I kind of been transforming, and I don't know, like I don't know, man. But I used to go hard though. Huh?
What do you mean by transforming? What do you mean?
I'm not outside anymore. I'm more inside.
Okay.
I'm more indoors. I love the outside. I love hikes, nature, the mountains, but I'm just so busy. You know what I mean? Like I keep myself so busy with a lot of things. So graph, I love graph. I could always throw up graph. It doesn't matter if I don't do it in like 50 years to be extreme. Like if someone puts a can in front of me or a marker, I know what the fuck I'm doing, because I put in my work. I paid my dues to do graph. I love graph. I'll do graph. Like if someone's like, yo, let's, paint this, that's cool. But at the same time, it's like I leave stuff in its essence,
Yeah.
So like the other day, the homie was painting at Mood Pieces on Saturday, and he's like, yo, catch a spot. I'm like, that's all you right there. It was like he had his flow down, and it was beautiful what he was doing. That's and amazing. His homies were like helping to contribute too. But that was a moment where like I just stood back and watched, and I was just enjoying it, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a point of enjoying it now. But I still love it and do it. It's like,
definitely.
Well,
we're gonna get into your first song here. It's IC. Tell us about that. Who produced that? What's that song about?
Yeah, this is produced by the homie John Nocturne, and IC is there's the double with the EIY and then the C, and it's like you could see with your third eye. You can see, black and white colors, everything. Is my vision of like a general idea to keep fighting.
And this is off
it's
the
like
project.
Having that vision. The vision should carry you. What's that?
This is off the project Portrait of a B-Girl, right?
Portrait of a B-Girl, yeah.
Definitely. All right, so we're going to get into that. Right now, we got Jroze with I See off her album Portrait of a B-Girl. Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record. Brought to you by Ill Remedy Studios.
Yeah. Above the heat rocks inside the hot box. Yeah. I speak my own truth, sipping on a cold brew. Yeah. Hey, and every beat, boy, girl. Yeah. This is my real world. Look, it's all around. Yeah, this music holds us down. I see you flying to the skies, but realize you could bring it to your life what you visualize, whether you criminalize or stitch your vice. It seems like we're all just living to die. Still, you gotta live your life, wise words once told. And everything's a blessing in disguise. Still don't make the world seem less cold. Still don't make the soul seem less old. Still the spirit lives on forever. Even though the pressure forever weighs a ton. Throw my hair into a bun and get work done. Shoot the fair one and beat the sun. While the Statue of Liberty still rocking shackles on her feet. It's a symbol that will forever be free. Yo, the tricksters got jokes, but the spirit is free. Yo, tricksters got jokes, but I see. Yeah. Above the heat rocks inside the hot box. I speak my own truth, sipping on a cold brew. Yeah. And every beat, boy, girl. Yeah. This is my real world. Look, it's all around. Yeah. This music holds us down. I see you fly within my third eye. Guzzling, turn the beat up, let the words fly. Smooth the ankles like a turnpike. Hit the herb pipe, hit the button on the head of me. Discovering knowledge, it's like sacred gems. Breathe in and take them in. I see them scoping while I'm doing me, but yeah, I ain't tripping, man. Was never meant to be put in no box. That's why riding on the spots helps me to collect my thoughts. Filled with cassette tapes to the scratchy still breaks. To the words to animate life and let it escape into the soundscape. This music alleviates me in a natural state while I ride the sound wave. Trying to cut the hate conspiracy, separate mass killing, gas leak, more blood spilling. Tricksters got jokes, but the spirit is free. Hey yo, tricksters got jokes, but I see. Yeah. So bump the heat rocks inside the hot box. Yeah. I speak my own truth, sipping on a cold brew. And every woman, man, boy, girl. Yeah. This is my real world. Yeah. Above the heat rocks inside the hot box. I speak my own truth, sipping on a cold brew. Yeah. Neighborhood Watch. Roz 1. We got OS in the spot.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Roz, thank you so much. That song was fire. Tell us about what inspired you to write that. What caught you? What got you moving to get those words down like that?
Man, I've always wanted to like write something like off of like the two lines, the first line, and then my boy Nocturne threw that beat at me, and I'm like, that's what it kind of feels like you're kind of airy, floating, looking above. It's kind of wavy, so I was like, all right, and then I just started writing.
Dope.
Like I see far into the skies. Realize you could bring it to your life what you visualize. It's like I hope when I get, that was the whole point, man, to rap is to kind of, maybe see things or open doors or like bring into life, what needs to be, so.
Dope, definitely dope. Tell us what are like your major influences like with the rhyming, like rappers you look up to.
So many like different times and periods of my life. Like the big time it was 2Mex. So it's like he'll always be a huge influence and inspiration because he's like right there at the core.
Don't
2Mex. Man, so many. I listen to a bunch of music like East Coast, West Coast, old school, new school, overseas. Like, I don't know, it just depends, when when you're talking to me. But
so to quote the homie Verbs, how's it feel to be a mother?
Damn.
Right, we won't get you to answer that one, but I'll tell you right now, I know for a fact, I know that you definitely have, a lot of people have took the style that you created and gone with it, and that's awesome. That's what hip hop's about, though.
Bless.
You know what I mean? So, anyway, you got Nocturne. Talk about your relationship with Nocturne and all that. I see he's on several songs on your album here.
Yeah, Nocturne. I just knew him as a homie and stuff from like when I was doing shows in like the 909 and the IE. With
big up the IE,
with Ethos and Monteca, running into fucking cats like Mondo the DJ, homie Semiotics. Like, man, my blood was stamped by 909 IE approval.
That's right.
Like,
that's
for
right.
reals. And then I lived in Riverside for like half a semester in school and stuff.
Yeah, there we go.
Much love. But I was doing shows out in the 909, like Pomona to Riverside. At a certain time after I dropped like Break Ground. And then, I just knew Nocturne for a long time. We went up to Humble. We did we took ourselves as a little group up to Humble. We went to go, rock on the college radio show. We rocked a couple shows there. We had like food there. It was amazing. It was dope. He ended up going to university in Humble. Like, I didn't see him for years, and then he comes back, and then we always wanted to do a song together. So then finally, when the universes met and we finally rocked a song together, then he was like, let's just do an album. And I was feeling it and vibing with what he was doing. So we just, turned it into an album from a song.
Definitely. I mean, that's a big part of it. The timing. Talk about that. Timing is everything. I tell people all the time, like, it's not so much about like whether you're dope or not, or whether we could work on something. It's about the timing,
Yeah.
And then, letting that be right. And then even more than that, just like...
It's like an avocado, huh? It's got to be ripe.
It's got to be ripe. Yeah, exactly. And if it ain't the right time, it ain't going to come out right,
Yeah.
Well, that's dope.
Motivate knows should be cooking those tacos with avocados.
We're not going to talk about them bacon wrap hot dogs we just ate. We ain't going to talk about that. So just tell us a little bit about the album before we get into the last song here. But Back to the Base, what's Back to Basics? What's one song on there, right?
Yeah,
like,
Back to Basics featuring Abstract Rude.
Yeah. Tell us about all that.
This studio actually kind of reminds me of that night because the homie Nocturne setup's kind of like this, exactly like this, like the studio booth, the studio listening console, and chill little couch and shit.
Yeah, we doing it real nice over here already.
It's legit. And so I had brought Ab Rude to come down to like vibe out. We shot him a beat, and he's like, cool, let me go check out more. Checked out like all of his beats, and everyone danced around that beat that we did the track to, not knowing that when we all meant to go full circle and come back because we knew that was the beat. So that was the journey. And then we just started writing it. It was just so dope to write in the studio with the legend that like, they're actually like bringing you into their creative output, and it's like, what? Okay, this is dope. So it was so vibey, man. I didn't even know what Ab was writing about, and I just started writing, and then he went in the freaking in the booth to knock it out, and I'm like, what? My shit goes with his shit. Okay, cool. So it sounds like we were both in it, and we were, on a more etherical level. So it's just a good night. He came in and like knocked it out. And then we got, Mondo, the DJ, he heard about it and he's like, yo, I got to be on that track. Like, yeah, it's perfect. And, he does the cuts on the track, and it's just a cool vibey at the end. It gets all jivey and shit, It's cool so fucking
who's this DJ?
track.
Mondo, the DJ? I don't think I know him. I don't think I know him. yeah, right. Big shout outs. Hey, big shout outs to all the people you're talking about. Ab Rude, Nocturne, Mondo, the DJ, man, everyone on there. We're going to get into this last track, Roses. And this also has another one of our homeboys on here, too.
Yeah.
DJ Ethos. Big shout out to Ethos.
DJ Ethos.
You look like you got a bunch of heavy hitter, home run hitters on this whole project. So tell us a little bit about Roses, and we're going to get into that.
Yeah, it's personal. Roses is, man, it's the, roses. They're the most beautiful flower in nature. And women are roses, you know? We're the most beautiful flower, but we got thorns. And, you know, we could get plucked and, you know, we die and turn to potpourri. Feel me?
That's deep as shit. Thank you.
Float in the
Thank you
river.
for sharing this with us. Right now we have Jroze with Roses featuring DJ Ethos on the cuts. This is Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record at Ill Remedy Studios.
Yeah. Let's hit them with it, yo. Yo. You know we take the golden road. L.A. Take the golden road. Yeah. Hey, what? She's delicate like a rose. She'll stick you like a rose. You wanna pick her like a rose. Addiction. Wanna sniff her like a rose. Rose petals all over the flow. She run the show for show. She said, don't pick me, I'm prickly. But who knew there was something there? The mystery so mystically, well, heavenly, divinely, blossomy so finely. From the branches off the vine leaf, for the bonsai to the pine tree. She said, that's where you'll find me. Flowing ever so zenly, the portrait of a B-girl, a rose named Jenny. The Gemini so gently, crush groove that's deadly. From the gutter on the 10 speed where the kids play, can't catch me, she's singing. You can't handle my thoughts, the verbal vandal onslaught. Killing them, they be saying, girl, stop. But I can't, I won't, because I got to rep what I do when I drop. You know I got jewels. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, gotta give it up to photosynthesis. Nurturing sunlight, allowing me to dig into this. So I spit out flames and watch ridiculousness. Drip, flip a bitch to kiss the whip. Flip scripts off the lips quick like a missile hits, don't doubt it. From butter rose that sprouted like a wine glass I'm housing. A Gemini hit her with a dual power. I'm so Cali, like Hugh Hauser. Crush you to powder, my rains do shower. Can't keep it a vase like bouquets, I'm more like a wallflower. But each petal that unfolds be another lesson told. Another level grown, a petal thrown into a new dimension. When it's a flower blossom and falls his funeral, no, he reached a new ascension, a new light. See, I'ma hit a new height. It's autopilot, ain't even gotta try. Just put it on cruise flight, like, yeah. Wavy, bro. Let it sing to him. We'll let it sing to him. We'll let it sing to him. Yeah. Number one like Jroze. It free flows, wins games, I freak those in beast mode. Cause practice, ayo, they talk about practice. I hit them with a double edge. My team's gold like what movies I made up. Stay lifted in a spaceship. We started from the bottom, man, we way up. Counting cash, it all's in nominations. While blue and greens will my fingertips be tasting. Let it marinate on the market, hard to hit a moving target. So I stay Puma gliding my shoe game retarded. Stay sipping on that green juice, so take a sip from my dream juice. The mystical magical, yeah. Well, let it seep through, got a G by my side. Believe my ride or die, we free and we fly down the mountain like a mudslide. Yo, I don't mess with Tina, yes they mess with Jay. Put some stems in my empty bottle of IPA like. Yep. Peace, respect. Sponsored by the Golden Road Brewery. Just kidding. Yeah. Portrait of a B-girl.
Man, I'll tell you right now, it's very rare for me to say this, but I'm very much lost for words in the moment. The first time I heard that song, she was fire. She was much fire.
Dope.
Tell us, man. Tell us Tell the people what inspired you. What were you thinking when you wrote that? I mean, I know you're talking about the rose and the woman, but what made you come up with that correlation?
My middle name's Rose, Jenny Rose Gonzalez.
Right.
And so I always I just thought if it was so appropriate, if you're going to do Portrait of a B-Girl, you got to have a Rose song in there. And I'm like, it's not just about me. It's like all women, we should all feel empowered and beautiful and know what we are, So it's like Roses is like for women too. Like it's for everyone to rap and sing, Not everyone, not you. But what's crazy?
I'm pretty delicate.
You're very delicate.
Yeah, thank you.
Ross said your heart was delicate, so yeah.
See, he said I was sensitive too, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's good.
We're
Embrace it.
We're all a rose together. That's right. Hey,
You're crazy, bro.
I appreciate. You know what I am, and I appreciate you pulling that out there and pointing that out to everybody. But I think they know. But,
do they?
They definitely do.
Shit, I'm late. I'm on the late bus.
Yeah, on the late bus. It's all good.
No, but you know what's crazy is that Rose's song that I was saying like anyone can sing to it is Nocturne's daughter is so cute and amazing and dope. Like she knows every word to Bob's Burgers any episode ever.
Oh.
She's so cool, man. She's awesome. And freaking Molly, she knows Roses. She knows all. She's like my number one fan, literally. Like she knows all the songs because she was in the studio a lot of the time. And so Nocturne's his daughter. So yeah, so he sends me a video of her and her homegirl, like busting out Roses. They're like,
it's crazy. That's great.
It's so cute. So
it's great. So shout out to Nocturne's daughter Lolly.
I don't know how I got to that.
Number one Jroze fan.
I don't know how I got to that, but you know, I don't always write like the most appropriate lyrics, but at the same time, I don't think I've like peace to fucking the homie that was up here right now, E the Mad Assassin.
Yep.
Amazing. Like I was like, damn, how do I go? Like the whole, how do I go on after them?
You know what though? You don't have nothing to worry about, Jay. I mean, you killing. And that's real shit. Tell all the people before we get out of here where they can find your music at, what music you got coming out, shows you got coming up, social media plugs. Hit all of it. Tell them all the crews you in. I want to hear all the names, all of them, all the shit.
Damn.
Tell them all.
Damn. Yeah. So, Portrait of a Big Girl is out there. You can scope it online at mainly through me. So yeah, limited, exclusively printed, and then new music I'm working on with the boy John Henry on the beats. He works with Pause One.
I know John.
He's
Henry.
so cool, man. He's so dope. And then I'm always working with with my people from Russia. We got stuff that hasn't dropped to stuff that we need to work on in the future, and it's like so that's that. My boy YG, FF Beats, and then other shit. Just kind of I got a bunch of beats people sent me that I need to just do, and then I got stuff projecting in my mind state right now. So we'll see what the next direction definitively goes through. But if you want to look up any recent stuff, you could look up the KTF compilation, Next Step to Bat, NUTB. It's really hard to miss, but don't miss it because all the tracks on there are dope. It's a dope compilation, and I got the Graffiti Anthem song remix on that shit, mixed and mastered by EQ, who's like amazing. He's like amazing balls at what he does.
Big EQ at the Ashtray LA.
He put his touch on it, and he turned it into a beautiful song. So go peep it. And so there's that.
So
next
hit
up.
us with the social media links.
And then the social media is Instagram.com/JRoze1, JROZONE. The Twitter is the same. Facebook, just search JRoze1. YouTube is JRoze1. I think the only thing that's JRoze is SoundCloud, because that was the one I got to get my name for. There's these Junior Rolovoskis over there. Taking my name.
Hey, so sister, man, we really appreciate you coming through. We are definitely dope. I mean, if you haven't checked out Jroze, you need to get your ass up out, check her shit out. She's definitely dope with the business, and she's fam here too. So we love you. Thank you very much. We're definitely gonna have you come through again sometime soon.
Yes.
So we out.
Thanks for having me. Peace.
Neighborhood Watch presents For the Record, brought to you by Ill Remedy Studios. I'm your host, Os1, and this is Jroze.